When the Warriors come down the tunnel, it's always a sight to see. Dressed in their best as they arrive in their building earlier. Welcome to the NBA here on 2K Sports, a special Martin Luther King Day edition. Our game tonight featuring the Golden State Warriors as they go up against the Boston Celtics. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and two Hall of Famers, Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. And let's check out a breakdown looking at some of the stats for Stephen Curry.
And guys, his effective field goal percentage is trending in the wrong direction over the past 5 games. Shot discipline hasn't been the best. He'll be looking to play a smarter game tonight.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. And in the front court, Brown and Tatum. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Porzingis in at the 5 down low. And for the Warriors. Up front, it's Green at the 4 with Jackson Davis at the 5. Some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Hield. And it's Wiggins in at the 3, the small forward. And we are honored, truly honored, to be here on Martin Luther King Day, a special day, Greg, on the NBA calendar.
It is. Traditionally, the games in Memphis and Atlanta, a chance to reflect and celebrate Dr. King. It's one of the best days of the season by far.
Curry with a wide open look. Warriors getting another chance here. Green with a screen on Holiday. Here's Hield. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. On the wing, Holiday, covered by Hield. Brown dishes to Tatum. Here's White. From outside, off the mark. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Golden State. Defeated by the Wizards in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, I mean, hard time shooting the rock in that one. But they also didn't give themselves the best looks.
I think even when you get quality looks, there was an inability to stay consistent. It is hard to win on a cold shooting night in today's NBA. The scoring is just too good.
The 3 from Tatum. That one's in, his first shot this game.
You have got to be in Tatum's space. This guy is such a terrific range shooter.
It's safe to say Jason Tatum is a bona fide superstar.
He certainly is, Kevin, and really been a big-time star from the time he was 23 years old. Lots of pressure on this young player, but Jason's not only embraced it, he's thrived under it.
And that one drops for him.
Well, Jaylen Brown has quality handles now, relentless on the attack when he's got the rock in his hands.
Here's Curry. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Curry's got 5 now.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
You know, Doris, from the moment Jason Tatum entered the NBA, he has been the guy on his team. How big a burden do you think that is for a player to carry?
Well, Jason Tatum, regardless of how much responsibility he has always worn it gracefully. This young man, from the time he was a little kid in St. Louis, has dreamed of leading an NBA team. He is doing exactly that.
He misses the free throw.
What impresses me about Jason Tatum are his work habits, his commitment in the offseason to adding something else to his arsenal. We know he can play high-level basketball on both ends. The sky is the limit.
And the second free throw, good. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Outside, Green. Curry against Holiday. They now take the lead. 7 points for Stephen Curry.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. As always, the mid part of the NBA season, quite a grueling part of the schedule. Right now, let's check out how the standings are shaping up in the East. Taking a look at Boston. They've been in peak form as we've watched them play some tremendous basketball with an eye toward the postseason.
And, you know, for Boston, they've come through for their fans this season. All the optimism surrounding them, all the high hopes, all proved to be legit.
Well, how about the momentum they have built to get off to this fantastic start? All positive vibes right now for this group.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, last season, Draymond Green got his three-pointer going again. He said, over the years, my shot took a dive. It was in large part because I couldn't get in and out of my hips. They were messed up. It was getting my movement patterns right. Kevin, my hips haven't been the same in years, but Draymond's are good. Now they've made him tough to deal with. Back to you.
Your hips are pretty good, David. I've always said your hip. Floor spacing, always critical. Good point, D.A. Here's Green, following the basket by Jaylen Brown. Curry can't get it to go. Curry against Holiday. Left side, Porzingis. Left side, Tatum. Porzingis sets the pick for Tatum. A three-pointer is right on target. Tatum's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Boston.
Well, the high-value corner three-point shot. Jason Tatum makes it easy money right there.
It's stolen by White. Here's Brown. Brown jams it in.
This guy, one of the most elite athletes in the game, Jaylen Brown, finishes beautifully.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
And make some noise for your Warriors dance team.
Different look here for the Warriors. Kevon Looney is checked in for Trace Jackson Davis. Jonathan Kuminga comes in for Draymond Green. Moody's checked in for Andrew Wiggins. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Stephen Curry. Here's Hield. 11-point game his last outing. Pass to Kuminga. Back to Hield. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. And the points coming for them now, Greg, in bunches.
And we're seeing what a high-octane offense should look like.
And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. 4-point game. And then Hield with the dunk.
Oh, buddy, Hield taking flight, showing he is more than just a three-point specialist.
On the wing, Brown. Defended by Moody. Fades away. Score the basket. His fourth. He's only missed one of his 5 shots tonight. The Warriors have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far, right at the 50% mark. Melton's shot is good.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And here's Brown outside, cans it from downtown. Brown's got 11.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Jaylen Brown has been leading the charge for the Boston Celtics. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. And we'll be right back after this. Thanks again for joining us, and welcome back to our special Martin Luther King Day presentation of the NBA. In a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far, they are hitting at a high clip.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
Jonathan Kuminga out there with Kevon Looney. Then there's Moses Moody. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Melton in at the shooting guard position. That's the group for the Golden State Warriors to start the second quarter. For years, it seemed like the league was going to go smaller. But lately, Greg, it seems like size is back in fashion.
Yeah, I mean, look at the MVP award, right? Centers and Jokic and Embiid winning it recently. Even Giannis, I wouldn't consider him small. And just overall around the NBA, it feels like bigger teams are having more success. And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Boston's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. A shot by Pritchard, no good.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Stephen Curry again. 16 points for him.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Tatum on the wing. Defended by Moody. A 3 from Tatum.
He nailed 2 from distance in the opening period. Now gets this one.
The Warriors trail. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Here's Curry. And Boston with the rebound. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And what surprised me was how easy they made it look. It seemed like they got something out of every possession.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. Davis is checked in for the Warriors. Andrew Wiggins comes in for Melton.
Substitution on the court.
Curry finds Moody. Back to Curry. Rebound by the kid.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. G.A., what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially blatant on drives to the rim. And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Outside Holiday. Porzingis sets the pick for Holiday. Porzingis at the elbow. Shoots over Jackson Davis. And it's Porzingis that time on the assist by Holiday.
When he needs to get into that mid-range bag, Kristaps Porzingis feels super comfortable.
And a wide open look here for Wiggins. A three-pointer off the mark.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Pritchard passes to the kid. And he can't bank that one in. Warriors trail by 3. Curry outside. Curry buries the 3-shot.
And 2 more three-point field goals for him here in the second quarter. Somebody had better get a hand up.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Changes for Golden State. Green is checked in for Kuminga. Buddy Hield comes in for Moses Moody. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Curry. .153 left in the first half. Pass to Pritchard. There's the screen. From downtown, hits it from three-point range. Pritchard's got himself on the board with 3 there.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Here's Melton. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Holiday against Hield. Pass to Pritchard. Melton with the steal. Here's Green. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Porzingis.
How good is Green at drawing solid contact? He plays with a ton of heart. He's really good at making the defense commit.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead.
And to me, Draymond Green really embodies the idea of a high IQ player. He can read the opposition, predict where a play is going, and those instincts aren't something that can be easily taught to anyone.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Jaylen Brown comes in for Jason Tatum, and it's White in for Pritchard.
I don't think you can help but admire what Draymond Green brings to the floor on a night-by-night basis. This guy plays with a giant chip, and he wants his teammates to come with him.
There's 47 seconds left to play in the first half. Hield outside. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 4 assists in the game.
We all know this guy is a volume three-point shooter. Mr. Hield does not lack for confidence.
Here's Brown. They can't stop the run with that one. Warriors leading by 4. Inside, Porzingis with the steal. Healed against White. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Oh, that is impressive stuff from Derek White. Defender in his grill, no problem.
Healed kicks to Green. Going inside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight. The first free throw is good.
Taking 2 shots.
And he can't hit the second. It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. He ends up dropping in 2 from distance, making a difference from long range in this one. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Steve. A good rhythm for you in the first half. What do you like most about how your team's competing?
Just like the ball movement, you know, the drive and kick. Our guys have played really well together. Just trying to move the ball, get a great shot.
We'll see if we can keep the ball flying around as we continue. Thanks. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Thanks for being with us. First off, how about we start with an update on the All-Star voting?
At times in the past, we've teased the fans for how they voted. But it's not easy, man. There's a lot of talented guys out here. I love to see who's leading so far.
Don't give them too much credit, Kenny. Some fans know what they're talking about, most don't.
And now let's talk Golden State. They're in an even matchup through one half of play.
The pace of this game is suiting them well, and it makes sense. After all, they're the ones setting it up.
Yeah, that's what you want. Establish the tempo while staying under control. They can run away with this literally.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
Happy Martin Luther King Day, everyone, and welcome back as we get going again here at 2K Sports. Curry has been sensational.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but, boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Starting off the second half, here's Joe Mazzulla's 5. The small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Porzingis in at the center. Shot clock at 6. Here's Jackson Davis. And he's on the money with his first shot today. Jackson Davis has got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Warriors. Brown feeling it out a bit. Porzingis with a screen on Wiggins. And it's Brown missing.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Wiggins kicks to Curry. Green against Tatum. Pass to Wiggins. A three-pointer, no good. Celtics trail by 5. Here's White, and the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound. And how is the West shaping up, guys? Well, let's take a moment here to check it out now that the mid-season grind is well underway. Taking a look at Golden State, a season filled with ups and downs, 10th right now in the conference.
And right now for the Warriors, they haven't had the great season that some were expecting, but it hasn't been a disaster. They just need a few things to go right for them down the stretch.
It's an amazing thing. If you can get a couple of wins, generate some momentum, you've got to believe they'll be just fine.
Porzingis with the block.
7'6" wingspan, sending it back. Kristaps Porzingis with the rejection.
And now look at the teams that have shot the ball the best over the course of the last month. Number 1, the Celtics.
Well, offensively, people are moving without the ball, making the extra pass, and that's led to a high shooting percentage for them, really over the last month.
2 shots.
And that one falls for Tatum. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Warriors leading by 4. Wiggins surveying the floor. Hield sets the pick for Wiggins. Back to Hield. Takes the 3. And Boston with the rebound.
Boy, as slow a start as you could have. Just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling.
Here's Tatum. It's rebounded by Golden State. Jackson Davis has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Hield, and then Hield with the dunk.
That's what you call a strong take, folks. Buddy Hield so assertive.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys.
Jason Tatum here. Some nice work from him over the last 10 games. And not many players convert opportunities inside as well as he. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
And yeah, he's one of the dead-eye sharpshooters in the game for sure. A top 5 percentage guy from deep. Just a hard man to slow down. And so it's Holiday with it. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. They trail by 6. Outside Tatum, the 3. Tatum laces the 3.
When you allow Jason Tatum to build momentum offensively, it can be a scary night.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Kuminga's checked in. Boston also with the sub. Pritchard, he's checked in for White. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Curry passes to Kuminga. Drills the three-pointer. Kuminga's got the lead up to 6 now for the Warriors.
Oh, nice speed. You can see how Curry makes their offense flow, even when he's not scoring.
Tatum with the screen on Wiggins. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Brown's got 14.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Kuminga kicks to Curry. And another 3 for Golden State.
And how many times have we seen this? Curry always has an answer from 3.
On the wing, Brown. Covered by Wiggins. There's the triple. That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Brown.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And he gets the bucket.
There is nothing Steph Curry can't do on the floor. He is a Hall of Famer, and right now the defense has got to find a way to get him off balance.
Porzingis with a screen on Kuminga. Tatum no good. Warriors leading by 5. Puts up a deep 3. No good on the shot.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Tatum on the wing. 50 seconds left to play in the third. It's good. With that basket, he's now 5 for 9. Golden State's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Curry outside. Another miss by Curry.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Tatum. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down. Now just a 1-point Warrior lead.
Yeah, you have to be able to take mid-range jumpers at times. I know it's not a high-value shot, but for Tatum, sometimes that's what the defense gives him.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Wiggins kicks to Kuminga. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Brown outside. Tatum setting the pick for Brown. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. Warriors ahead, up by 1. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. Now let's listen in to head coach Steve Kerr.
Getting there, the ball's moving. Looks more like us, all right? Good to great. We're getting some decent ones. Let's get some great shots now.
Well, preaching how important it is, Greg, to take quality shots.
I mean, he doesn't want to settle for average shots. He wants his team to get in the habit of taking great shots.
And thanks for joining us again, folks. 2K Sports broadcasting here on MLK Day, bringing you the NBA. So with Wiggins sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. We've got Jonathan Kuminga. Curry is out there with DeAnthony Melton. Then there's Moses Moody. And it's Looney in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Pritchard passes to Tatum. Horford with the screen on Melton. Tatum's shot is off. The Warriors trail. Rolls up on the elbow. Melton, no good. The Celtics shooting around 60% on the night. Amazing work offensively so far. Here's Pritchard. Horford with the screen on Curry. Left side, Horford. Over Moody. Horford, no luck. And here's Curry, who brings it up for Golden State. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Curry crashes inside.
Curry
understands how to take a hit, prepares for it, and makes the necessary adjustment.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away.
Get loud and make some noise for your Warriors dance team.
Is checked in for the Warriors. And the Celtics also making a change. Holiday's checked in. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks, guys. During the break, listened in with Joe Mazzulla and his team. With the game in the balance, Coach was calm in the huddle. His main message, execution. He told his team to make sure to remember what they talked about during shoot-around. We've got a great ending in store, guys.
All right, David, thanks. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on Moses Moody.
You can see how anxious the defense was to take Holiday away. Instead, they foul him and send him to the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Drew Holiday.
One of the things you admire most is Drew Holiday's versatility, his toughness, the overall impact. This is the kind of guy you win championships with.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Trace Jackson-Davis is checked in for Kevon Looney. Green comes in for Kuminga. And Hield subbed in for Moses Moody. No good on the second free throw.
Yeah, look, you'd like to take the lead on that possession, but at least he was able to tie the game up.
And the wide open shot from Green. They get the rebound. Jackson-Davis. And it's blocked. And that'll be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there in this close game.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Here's Curry with the three. Bangs home the trifecta. Curry's got 10 points in just the second half.
Boy, picking up where he left off. His second from distance this half, 5 overall.
And here's Tatum for 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Tatum's got the game tied up here for the Celtics.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
Green finds Hield. A three-pointer. Wiggins. Another 3 for Golden State.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Here's Pritchard. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. In the corner, it's Hield. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Now it's a 6-point Warrior lead. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Boston making some changes. Zinkus is checked in for the kid. Brown comes in for Al Horford. And it's White in for Pritchard. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Brown outside. Tatum setting the pick for Brown. Good on the triple. Brown's got 20.
Oh, Jaylen Brown with the big shot, proving hard work pays off.
Curry fires from way outside, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Tatum. Warriors with the rebound. One-on-one fast break. Green against Porzingis. Green kicks to Curry. There's the three. And it's White with the rebound. Celtics trail by 3. Tatum on the wing. Honey from the wing. Tatum's got 7 now in this quarter.
Unshakable trust in Jason Tatum in this sort of situation. Their staff just puts the ball in his hands and lets him make plays.
Curry always finds a way. This time inside.
Nobody you want taking that shot more than Steph Curry. What a pressure player.
It's stolen by Green. Here's the drive.
Draymond Green never backs away in big possessions. In fact, you get the sense this guy loves the spotlight.
Green against Tatum. Porzingis sets the pick for Tatum. Yes! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Healed from outside. That one's not going to go. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Heal. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
Here's Curry. And now we've got the intentional foul. Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 4-point ball game.
He's able to make it a 2-possession game with some solid work at the line right there.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 4. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
They're trying to get back in this thing. They need a score.
They need to score, and they need to do it quickly, but it is still possible here.
The 3 from Tatum. And Curry pulls it down. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Well, you love a guy who gets himself to the line, takes his time, and makes the free throws. Complete professional.
Laces one from 3.
And you talk about getting back into the game, folks. 3 is better than 2.
And you don't need to tell him that. He's used the three-point shot as his primary weapon today.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. There's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here. He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game. A 3 off the inbound. No good that time. So we see the Warriors get the win here. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends, just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
A chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Draymond, one of the cliches of basketball is that the ball finds energy. When teammates are making shots, does that give you more energy?
Oh, yeah, it does. You know, when we're in the flow, the ball's just moving around. It allows me to play make, and then I just try to find an open gap and take the shots where they are.
Man, it was really flowing tonight, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
All right, DA, thanks again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Stephen Curry.
PlayStation